Now on Friday, as seen on the screen, the NIO stock price finished up 2.87%, trading at $5.01. I mean, you will remember that on Friday the market was bad. It was red almost everywhere, and seeing our very own NIO ending on a green after a successful launch of their own L90 model, it was just so amazing. I mean, if you ever look at the other stocks, Leoro finished the day down 3%, Xbank finished the day down 0.8%, Rivian finished down 3.8%, Lucid down 1.6%, Zika down 0.85%, Tesla down 1.83%, but our very own NIO finished not only up 2.87%, but it went over the $5 mark, which is something that was just so exciting and amazing. I mean, one thing that, of course, we have been discussing on to NIO is, of course, the massive developments surrounding or strengthening the NIO's fundamentals, which finally, even those that were negative onto NIO have become bullish and are now seeing the blue sky that we've been talking about since the beginning. So yeah, man, my dear friends, it's always good to see this massive recovery, and hopefully this coming week we get to see NIO hitting the $6 mark and to the $7 mark and so on, which is obviously something that we look forward to. Now, the biggest question remains, or what the NIO investors, after seeing such a share recovery, of course, it is not much, but I must say it's something looking at the fact that a month ago we were trading at $6, we're trading at $3.60, right? It is something. And now the NIO investors are wondering where we could end the year trading at. I mean, last year, so many of the technical guys and investors, including myself, I thought we would end the year on a double digit, at least $10, but it never came. The previous year, there were some technical guys that were saying NIO will end the year $28, but it never came. And this year, I think in terms of where the share price of NIO could be end of the year, technical guys, I think they've gotten to that point where they don't just want to put a figure, but they want to wait and see what happens. And I think this is the time that, of course, the market will give the rewards that are due to NIO, because obviously they don't want a lot of people to get rich investing into NIO, and therefore people coming and therefore when people least expect, or when retail investors probably least expect NIO getting to double digits, voila, we might be surprised this year NIO passes the $10 mark. I think there is a huge possibility that we get to double digits. I know, calling it, or we've called it so many years, it never happens. But what is very much different this year is that, of course, you know that NIO it's going to turn to profitability in Q4. And something very interesting that was mentioned by one of China's big investment bank is that profitability might even come in Q3 and not in Q4. But again, let us wait, let's see what transpires, because the deliveries that NIO is targeting to get to profitability is 50,000, and already the first month of Q3, which is July, we saw NIO coming at 21,017 cars, which is what we saw on Friday during the deliveries. August, we don't know what it will bring to us. September, we don't know, but obviously anything can still happen, because look, from where NIO is currently, the way NIO, though it's not performing in terms of the deliveries as we expect, but there is a massive shift coming. And mind you, NIO main brand model, when you talk about gross margins or proper gross margins, those cars are giving, or are the ones that are boosting the gross margins of the overall company, NIO. And therefore, if they are not, and the fact that they are not marking down their cars or cutting down on, or introducing massive discounts on their cars so that they sell more products, that tells you that gross margins are very solid. I mean, look at a car like the NIO EC6. The NIO CEO said, look, in terms of gross margins, that car, or the margins onto that car, are way over 20%, which is something that tells us that the EC6 gross margins is around 30%. ES6, the CEO has already also gave us or commented in terms of the margins that they get on that car, and he said look, that car they get over 20% of gross margins. And if already the best-selling car of Neo, which is the ES6, it's already having gross margins of over 20%, EC6, $10 is what we might see, I think, because things are properly aligning for Neo, and I think we can get to see also a massive recovery in terms of the share price. I know already there are some retail investors that are not seeing that. Some are saying $6, some are saying $8, but there are those that are saying over $10. But in terms of the share price, of course, a lot of people are really scared to say or to put the exact figure that we might see end of the year, because like I said, we've been putting, our investors have been putting a price target that we see end of the year, but it never materialized. But the good thing is that, look, though it never materialized, look man, I did gain a lot, or I did acquire quite amount of shares during this low moment, and made my average onto Neo come down from $36 to now $13.82, like I showed you, which is something that is great, something that is exciting. And obviously, by the time Neo goes to double digits, or hopefully I am already at a single digit, I'll do my best, I'll do whatever I can to load the boat as much as I can, because I know that blue sky is coming, long term will win, and those persevering will most definitely be rewarded. So like this video, subscribe, hit the notification bell so that at least you can be notified by YouTube every time I drop a new one. Share this video because all day, every day on this channel, I do cover Neo, and this is not just doing one video, two videos. I do multiple videos, and those that of you that have been on this channel, you can attest to that. I will see you on the next one. Like, share, subscribe, and God bless you all.